New this evening, the Rochester and Monroe County area preparing for the coronavirus. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has died at the age of 87. Monroe County has identified 541 new cases of COVID-19. The fire department working to figure out exactly what caused this fire. The man whose body was found in the Red River has now been identified. Just yesterday morning, 2 people lost their lives in a car crash. Make sure you are taking a look out for that gold and purple LSUS tethered balloon. The Cattle Parish Coroner's Office has released the name of a woman who died after being shot. But first, we're bringing in meteorologist Todd Kirkman. Todd, it was warmer today, but what about this weekend? Coming up on Spectrum News.
The devil is busy. The devil is busy.
Reaction from the aunt of Jarvis Alexander, the teen tragically killed along with Jaquela Young after a mass shooting at a house party Saturday. I'm Karen Edwards. This is Spectrum News. We'll have a quick check of your forecast a little later. First, tonight's top story. Rochester police continue looking for those responsible for a deadly mass shooting that killed 2 teens and injured 14 others this weekend. Police say there were between 100 and 200 people trying to leave a backyard party when officers got to the scene just after midnight Saturday on Pennsylvania Avenue. They say witnesses say an argument escalated into a gunfight between at least 3 or 4 suspects. 19-year-olds Jaquela Young and Jarvis Alexander were caught in the crossfire and killed. Police do not believe they were the intended victims. Police say those injured are between the ages of 17 and 23. They are all expected to recover. Police don't expect to be giving many more details, that is, in the next few days because of the sheer amount of investigative work that needs to be done. Friends and family of those killed and hurt in Saturday morning's mass shooting returned to the scene Sunday to pay their respects and call on anyone who knows something about the deadly shooting to come forward. Our Casey Bortnick talked with the aunt of one of the victims who says lessons must be learned.
The devil is busy.
It's a difficult time for students and faculty at the University Preparatory Charter School as they mourn the loss of former student Jarvis Alexander, killed in Saturday's mass shooting. It's the second death of a UPrep student in a month. Alexander was a 2019 graduate of UPrep and was a standout athlete, according to the school CEO. UPrep provided counselors to students and staff to help cope with Jarvis's death.
And this school services brown and black young men. So for us to lose a life is heartbreaking.
The school community is continuing to mourn the loss of Darius Dillard as well, who was killed just 2 weeks ago. Jaquela Young graduated from East High School in 2019, where we're told she made an impact as a student ambassador and cheer team captain. East High opened its doors Sunday to offer counseling and support services for current and former students. Superintendent Sean Nelms tells us many were impacted by the shooting, and they wanted to offer a space for students to come together to grieve, talk, and find a way to deal with such tragedy. East is open again Monday from 9 a.m. to noon for current and former students. Counseling services will be available Monday at 5 city ART centers from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Counselors will be at the Adams Street, Carter Street, Thomas P. Ryan, Trenton and Pamela Jackson, and the David Gant centers. The city is asking everyone who might be in need to call 211, the 211 Lifeline 24/7 crisis hotline. After meeting with Daniel Prude's family and protesters, Attorney General Letitia James touched on several topics when talking to reporters Sunday. Her main message, she is seeking justice for Daniel Prude. James says she was outraged when she saw the footage. She announced her office will release body cam videos earlier during investigations, emphasizing that footage along with videos from civilians is crucial in any investigation. James also reconfirms what her office previously said, that the office did not in any way tell local authorities to suppress the video of Prude's arrest. James says she came to Rochester to provide justice to the Prude family and go forward with the grand jury process in any manner that's respectful, fair, and provides accountability to the public and his family.
I can only promise individuals one thing: I will not predetermine the outcome. I will not guarantee you an outcome, but I will guarantee you fairness. What I will guarantee you that we will be thorough, and I will guarantee that we will be transparent to the extent that we can.
She also says protesters have the right to protest peacefully. Her office is looking at whether police violated protesters' rights during recent marches. Dozens celebrated the life of Daniel Prude Sunday afternoon at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park on what would have been his 42nd birthday. He's the man whose death in police custody in March has sparked weeks of protest. Our news reporter Philip Boudreau has more on the message they want to send on his birthday. Free the People Rock also applauded the New York Attorney General's decision to speed up the release of body cam video. Stanley Martin, one of the leaders of the group, says this footage can give the community a clearer picture of what happens as opposed to only relying on police reports.
It allows you to see a man on the ground begging for help, his brother called for help and being brutally murdered. So we think it's important for the public to know about these things, especially when this is a crime committed by people we pay.
The lawyer for Daniel Prude's family says there are documents the city of Rochester has not provided him. Elliot Shields says he was supposed to get all communications between the RPD and city employees about Prude's death, but he claims the city said nothing existed. He says Deputy Mayor James Smith's interview with the Democrat and Chronicle shows there are additional documents. Shield also alleges there were texts from Mayor Lovely Warren and former police chief Laurent Singletary. He says he plans on serving the city with papers, and it will have 21 days to formally respond. A staple in the village of Brockport.
Hi, darling.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You got two at home, right?
Yes.
Jimmy Z's is normally hustling, dishing out all kinds of interesting food creations.
You know, our goal is to give you an experience like you've never had before.
But today, because of COVID-19, it's serving up some comfort and peace of mind.
Grab two. Grab one for the missus too, all right?
Thank you.
No problem at all.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Of course, we appreciate you guys. I think people are just scared and they're worried, and what do you need? Like, toilet paper is one of those top necessities.
Jimmy is also handing out a signature dish from the kitchen.
We're going to give away mac salad, and once I was able to get my hands on some toilet paper, knowing that people needed toilet paper, I said I never thought that the combo would go well with itself, but you know, here we are.
For now, this is the only way folks can get a taste of Jimmy Z's, which is closed until further notice.
You usually say things are changing, you know, day by day. This is like legitimately hour by hour, and then it's turning into like minute by minute. We appreciate it. Take care, man.
Serving up a final gesture.
Yeah, man. That's what we're here for, baby.
For now.
We'll see you when everyone's back at it, better than ever.
Karen Edwards, Spectrum News.
You see these kids, a lot of these children every day in the community.
Andre Morrison has been cutting hair since he was 12 years old.
I've been licensed since I was 19.
A barbershop owner for more than 20 years, he now owns Andre's Barbershop on Portland Avenue, where he's made these free haircuts for kids an annual event.
We're making peace and positivity the new norm. That's the goal.
But this event is about more than free cuts.
Police brutality, gangs, violence, gun violence, how they should stop.
This year's Cut for Peace is about mentoring the next generation.
And giving, you know, dialogue and conversation and having them write about problems in the community due to violence and solutions to these problems.
Freshening up their look and their perspective in a familiar setting.
You know, it's a family, it's a safe spot. You know, they trust the barber to cut their hair, so, you know, you got to make sure that we're convincing them and talking to them because they're going to listen to things we say.
One barber's movement to cultivate positivity within his community.
Almost done. Put it right, tap on your finger. No linger, no linger.
Karen Edwards, Spectrum News.